Hey, what's up, everybody? CJ Pierce from Drowning Pool right here. We got a new record out called Resilience. You're checking us out right here on Burning Music. Wow.
Your latest album is called Resilience. Tell me a little about it and how did you all put together the creativity part? And did you all write together or did everyone just wrote?
Yeah, the whole process in recording Resilience, writing and recording it. I can see it myself, just like with every CD, it seems like we kind of get in the room first, the rehearsal room, and start writing songs together. I had a lot of songs, I had a lot of influence from a past relationship that we were in with the previous singer that was very influential on my music. So I think the first half of the CD and the writing process was definitely us three kind of maybe venting those frustrations in the music business and all kinds of things like that. So I think most of the heavier like metal songs on the record kind of came from that process. And then in January 2012 is when we got Jason Moreno, our new singer. And he came in and he just clicked more so than any other musician I've ever worked with. The dude is a singer-songwriter and he's so fun to bounce ideas off of and he's really fast. So if I send him an idea like 3 hours later, he'll send it to me and it would be done. So we probably written more songs with Jason in the last year of our career than I think we've ever written because he just fits now. So that's how the writing process was. He came in the second half and definitely left spaces open for him to kind of fill. And at the same time, on each one of our ideas, I think at the end of the day, once we do pre-production and recording, everybody kind of has some 2 cents on it. So Drowning Pool song is always going to be all of us, together.
Right. What's your favorite song of the album and why?
It's hard to say. I have quite a few. I love them all, but I'll thank you. I appreciate that. I'll stand a few highlights. Heavy songs. I love Anytime, Any Place. It's the first song on the record.
That's a great one.
And the very first song we ever worked on with Jason.
Oh, okay.
Which is fun and awesome. I love that song. Life of Misery is fun for me. It kind of, again, it explains that relationship I had. And it's kind of like a therapy song for me, if you will. I love One Finger in a Fist. It's an attitude song and has very much like Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, a lot to it with a new spin on it. And then, of course, I love In Memory Of, which is a dedication song that we've kind of had for a long time. I've been kicking it around since Dave Williams, our original single, passed away. And then after Dimebag Darrell passed away, the song kind of evolved into a song about both of them. But here recently working with Jason Moreno, I sent him the song and he's like, why don't we make it about anyone and everyone who's ever lost a loved one or a best friend or a family member. So that's how the song came out to be, In Memory Of. And it's pretty much the only really slow song on the record, but it has a lot of meaning to it. And I'm glad that we finally, it could be a better time, and it's been 10 years since they passed away. And it just seemed like, it was a nice fit for the record. So that's the one I like.
Okay. Describe the album in your own words.
In my own words? For me, if I was a fan of Drowning Pool, I think, if anything, it reflects more of the Center record, but more metal. So I think it's everything I would have wanted as a Drowning Pool fan after the Center record. I feel like that's kind of where we're at. I feel like this is where we probably would have been with Dave, and that's only a natural evolution. I think, again, the mind frame that we were in and the songwriting process for Resilience was the same mind frame we were in writing Center, because we had such a great time with Dave. And then when we got Jason Moreno, we kind of felt like that same feeling, like Jason has such a wide variety of vocal style that we feel like we can do anything, and Dave Williams was like that. So you don't feel like there's any limitations on your music. So I think just because of that, naturally, that's why the record sounds more like our style.
Okay. Which song do you love to play live?
I love them all, but I do love Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. I love it. It never gets old. I know other bands are so strange and they're like, oh, I played this song so many times or whatever. But me, the more I play it, the more I love it. It's just, you just know that the reaction is going to be insane. And everybody else loves it too. So how could you not love that song? It's so fun to play. But they're all fun, but Bodies, of course. It never gets old.
What would you work now if you wouldn't be a musician?
I would be doing something in music. I can't imagine doing anything else. All I've ever wanted to do is play music. I've got into a lot of production. I produce local bands when I'm at home in Dallas, and I've done some production for Drowning Pool as well on the new DVD. So it's I love that side of things, but I would be involved in music one way or the other. I love it in every way, shape, and form.
Do you have any funny stories to tell while you're on tour?
There's
Maybe
always well, there's always stories, but most of them I probably get arrested for it, like blowing stuff up or having too much fun. But the more tame thing, we're hanging out with Tony Advisor right now with Chris Jericho, and it's fun to sail until the sun comes up in the morning listening to rock music and you know, the dude's got a wide variety of music as well. So it's always fun, you know, just hanging out with your buddies at this show, drinking, listening to rock music because you love it. So those stories are always great. I mean, there's been some wild ones. I mean, you know, there's this one kid in America that was a fan, and he was burning himself on the neck with a cigarette. I was like, Johnny Boy, I love you. I'm like, stop doing that. Why are you burning? He was trying to like burn the DP symbol into his neck with a cigarette. I'm like, dude, it's a little too much. Yeah, so I'm like, dude, don't burn yourself. It's okay.
Okay,
so there you go. There's your wild, crazy story.
Okay. What album or song do you listen right now?
Right now, I've been listening to the new Stone Sour. You know, they're one of my favorites.
Okay.
And Jim Root's one of my favorite guitar players. I love Corey Taylor. All their stuff is great to me. You know, it's weird because I grew up as more of a Slipknot fan.
Yeah.
So when Stone Sour came out, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. And now, I still love Slipknot, but now I think I kind of favor Stone Sour more. Maybe because it's, you know, I guess Adrenaline was more of a hard rock band, I'm more of a metal band, but like Slipknot's really hardcore. Where Stone Sour's a little more laid back, and I don't know, I just like it. You know, I love that style of singing. He does a little bit more singing than the screaming. He does a little bit of both, really, which is maybe why I like it more. Where Slipknot's just full on.
Yeah.
But you got to be in the mood for that, you know.
Yeah. Right.
So that mostly.
Okay.
And I'm always listening to Pantera every day. I just not one day goes by without listening to some Pantera.
Okay. What are the plans for the future?
We're gonna go back to the States and immediately jump on another tour. We're gonna do a bunch of. We kind of missed playing the festivals this year, which I'm really upset about. But there's a lot of American festivals and radio shows we're gonna play, and in between that, we're gonna do a club run. So it's gonna be like weekends, big radio shows, during the week clubs.
Okay.
And we're doing that all the way through August, and we're making plans right now to hopefully come back at the end of the year in November, December.
Okay.
And if
back
not,
to Germany, then?
yeah, back to I want to do the whole tour. So we're trying to get back then, and then hopefully next summer we can make the festivals. You know, we need to get back on a regular rotation in Europe, and we haven't just because of obvious things like singer switches and record company and management switches. So now that everything's solid again for our band, you know, we want to get back over.
Okay.